How is it? Are you satisfied with this battle? That's hard to say. Why? Do you want me to admit that I was wrong? Oh no, since you want to do it this the hard way. As you can see, right now, I am the stronger one. Huh. Are you trying to be courteous to me? I'm just stating the facts. And I've said it before, you don't understand me. But that's only because one can never understand oneself. It's the same for everyone. What nonsense are you spouting again? Why, have you already forgotten? Before you appeared, Raiden Mei was just like you. Why else would you be gotten the nickname Queen right from the beginning? As for the me who is often described as gentle, it almost seemed like a protective persona that appeared after going through a huge trauma. From this perspective, I seem more like the one who appeared later compared to you. Do you know what you're talking about? A weak and protective persona. Maybe you think before you speak. As I've said, no one can understand themselves fully. I'm merely saying how I feel, which is why, at this point, you did what's the most reasonable. People eventually have to leave their childhood. Gentleness and cruelty are not mutually exclusive. Just like Dr. May that Prometheus spoke of. One must become cruel to protect their own gentleness. Huh, what worthless talk. Haven't we been through enough? When I left, I was not much different from when I came. But in a way, I've returned to my origin. I feel it's a preview of something to come. Wait, you still haven't given up on that aspect? Of course not. Good things will never disappear completely. This is my belief now. For example, I don't intend to part ways with you, because we are two sides of the same coin. The good that I believe in coexists with you. Those dreams, truthfully speaking, they're not the contempt I hold against you. Of course, you, or rather I, don't think that it's the best future. There's someone else who is truly prideful and ignorant about humans, no? Most of what I said was actually for it. After all, although I said that one can never understand oneself, I also believe that as long as I am genuine and forthright, you will definitely understand me. In the end, you are also Raiden Mei. Very well. Since you've grown so much, go and kill the scum. Try not to put shame on the Raiden Mei name. Goodbye. We certainly are stubborn ones. Clever. Only a non-human would understand humans so crudely. You're unbothered. Aren't you scared that your sire will settle accounts with you? I don't own anything. The technology you're testing is hidden from Kevin, right? You're a rare specimen. That lady named Sela has broken free from the will of Sigma, but you're still in chaos. As for the two Ch34 rankers, their way of awakening is too particular to be of research value. You don't think you can alter the Sigma awakened consciousness so it'll replace their consciousness. Only in this way can the world after completion of Project Sigma prosper faster. Sire doesn't care. In other words, he won't object. But it appears this experiment has failed. What a pity. Humans aren't as easy to control as you imagine. What about Raven? She will be hunted down by Wolf Serpent after I execute you. Good. Oh? You should have heard what I said to myself. Yes, she made you kill that skunk. Only that. She may fail to notice she's a waste generated by the extraction of minerals. Didn't you want to replace me with her? Indeed, but as I said, the experiment has failed. Therefore, I won't hold on to a sunk cost. No wonder Kevin made you a line of defense for Project Sigma. You're a cold one. Even among the Great Serpent, your lack of humanity stands out. Thanks for the compliment. As the loyalist watcher of Project Sigma, I cannot be better recognized. In return, I've been polite to you until just now, as a matter of fact. You can brag about your resistances, but remember, everything on this planet is under Project Sigma's watch. If you don't ever go deep enough to try to shake up the Stigmata project from its roots, then whatever you and those companions want to do, I will be tolerant of you. This is also Sire's opinion. After all, they do not affect the greater picture. A few renegades might maintain Project Stigma's health in the long run. But you, of all people, came here. Why must you push your luck after we've given you adequate freedom? Yeah, why? I misunderstood the wish of a departed friend and gambled on finding the so-called back door. It turns out to be in vain. Why did I come here? I was thinking about it. But now you've told me the answer. You are afraid of me now, aren't you? Drawing your blades on sight, that's not a good habit. What, trying to run now? Planning and organizing suits me better. As for the cleaning job, better left to the pawns. You mean this? Lightning of Conquest, a befitting name. But from where I stand, you're not aware of the situation you're in. These sounds, what's going on? Looks like you're feeling it already. From the very beginning, you've all been under the control of Project Sigma. There's no escape. Huh? Confused? The fraternity you believe in doesn't seem to be recognized by humanity. Dear Hersh of Thunder, it's not only me or your heart you're confronted with. It's people's dreams that you try to set free. I see. Project Sigma has weavers, so there must be threats. As the foundation of Project Sigma, people's dreams are certainly in this place. Huh, more things to sever. Raiden Mei, you might be powerful, but remember, most human beings are weak and small. You see, you're trying to destroy their only sanctuary. Don't you think you should at least ask them nicely first? Looks like his weakness happens to be Great Serpent. Do I need to remind you what Hershers are? Your favorite words right back to you. Destruction and rebirth. I suppose I miscalculated. Hershers are pure concepts, and things so pure are bound to destroy everything. This has nothing to do with the morality, your mind. It's only a law of nature. Therefore, you will forever be enemies to humans. Even if Alicia sacrificed herself and Prometheus became the will of Honkai, the unitary passage is still usurped by the cocoon. Understand? Like how you just acted. You will forever be conquerors to humans. You are perhaps a worse representation of humans than I am. What? Now you want to buy time with words. It seems you at least agree with me. Huh, you're too confident. But even if I dice you here, another Great Serpent will pop up, right? A rational judgment? Fine. We'll compete which side will benefit more from buying time. What a bluff. Great Serpent, have you heard a story from the east? Long ago, an old man lived in the north of two high mountains. His way out was blocked by them. One day, he made up his mind and took his sons to break up the mountains with picks. His neighbors laughed at him, calling him foolish for wanting to move away two mountains by themselves. The old man replied that when he dies of old age, there will still be his children and so on. His descendant will go on forever. But these mountains will not grow taller. Little by little, they will be leveled one day. Are you mentally a preschooler? I must remind you that the old man didn't evoke a miracle on his own, but by moving the gods. A perfect irony, isn't it? That depends on how you define God. My friends have long proved that fighting for all that's beautiful in the world isn't an empty slogan with their actions. As long as we go down this road, one day the people who walk this road will move the real God of this world, which are the humans themselves. So isn't it obvious which side will benefit more from buying time? Do you actually believe you can join the majority of humanity if you hold on to such pompous, inspirational nonsense? You're wrong, Great Serpent. It's not my opinion. That's the life of the 13 Flame Chasers. World Serpent happens to be continuing their victory, not their defeat. Herrscher of Thunder, you're only squandering those great signals. You lot are just a joke. Courage without strategy, you're doomed to fail. Too weak. Is that so? Is the husk born of human dreams? As long as human dreams in the Sigma space last, it can never be destroyed. Human beings can never give up sweet dreams, no matter how vulnerable they are. Understood? You chose to fight against humanity's instinctive choice. Humanity's choice. More like mobs to me. Grey Serpent has gone silent. They're killing themselves. It's over. Wait, you've got nothing to say? No, not you. Not you people. It's you. Grey Serpent's limbs suddenly began to twist and spasm. If he was a human, it could be regarded as a neurosis. Yet his shiny metal body turned it into an absurd and uncanny scene. So it was a previous access. I was tricked by words for pacifying children. May held the blade warily in front of herself. Grey Serpent had ceased to move, the electrical current flashing in his mechanical eyeballs. Never mind. Compare with might to dead traitors. One still breathing poses a greater threat. We're more advanced life forms. Humans must learn from us to evolve properly. Preposterous. Who do you think you can liberate? Foolish, beyond saving. The enforcer that keeps the world running never had a childhood. Grey Serpent's metal limbs flailed for a few more seconds before jerking into a complete stop. Grey Serpent's body crumbled alongside existentialism. But why? A few more seconds without change. No other Grey Serpent appeared. It's really over? Although she believed buying time was in her favor, she never once imagined her victory would come so sudden and absurdly. As if sensing something, the pointer of her beacon began spinning again. Raiden May, is that you? The voice surprised and relieved May. Unnerved by homecoming, I shy away from those coming my way. Then she felt fear. She feared that she would hear the voices of departed friends. I'm Rita May Durandal. Has Project Sigma changed in any way? Good accident happened to me. It's difficult to explain because I don't get it either. The thing is, Grey Serpent is dysfunctional, so it shouldn't obstruct us again. Just a moment ago, the Sigma space suddenly cleared up, and Cosmic Juggernaut picked up your and your beacon's previously blocked signals. Regardless of whether we understand, unlike Bronia's force stop, Project Sigma's mainnet is actively changing right now. But that beacon isn't as useful as we thought. It's just a letter mailed to the future. It has no practical use concerning the authority of origin. Wait, this... Rita May, a domain of unidentified nature is approaching your beacon at high speed. Their signals have similar waveforms. What? Your spaces are about to merge. Lambda radio station flash transmission. We don't want to disturb May, so we won't notify her of this little cut-in. I don't know in which future Grey Serpents will be reborn, but I'm sure it won't disappoint them. Yes, I foresaw the infighting of Grey Serpents, and gave one party a sugar-coated bullet, literally, in order to bring it forward. Yet all futures, including such trivia, are created by humans jointly. Even if humans are lost on their way to tomorrow, the history they've written and the future they long for will one day become the North Star and show them the way. Whether it's May, Kiana, Bronya, Durandal, or many, many others, they've all stepped up to fight for it. So, making their good deeds pay off earlier shouldn't be cheating, I think. You can fool all the people some of the time, and some of the people all the time, but you cannot fool all people all the time. In other words, it's the law of large numbers and central limit theorem. Oops, did I try to explain a simple statement with abstract concepts? Then let us disregard the concepts for now and feel the truth deep in our hearts. When you are joyous, look deep into your heart and you shall find it is only that which was given you sorrow that is giving you joy. When you are sorrowful, look again in your heart, and you shall see that in truth you are weeping for which has been your delight. Some of you say joy is greater than sorrow, and others say, nay, sorrow is greater. But I say unto you, they are inseparable. Together they come, and when one sits along with you at your board, remember that the other is asleep upon your bed. Raiden May returned to this place. She stood here quietly, as if saluting to some being, and organizing her thoughts. The unvisited station remained perpetually tranquil, as if all the expectations and losses, machinations and struggles had never happened. In the station where time froze still, A wondrous power was budding. Aren't you going to say anything, Vilvi? Naturally, there was no response. Or rather, no response was needed. A faint floral scent permeated the air, or ether. Tulips.
是郁金香呢。
As if it was the end of time and space. It was a story that preceded everything. In the vast space, human civilization crossed an unknown being. The alien embrace brought pain to humans, and humans reciprocated by their nature. After countless samsara, a new consciousness was born. It had the character of humans, felt the emotions of humans, and desired the beauties of humans. Born as an imitation of humans, she finally became a human. Like a dream, like a fairy tale, like destiny. Known as the first origin, she was the Herrscher of origin that transcended good and evil. This is the real backdoor? No, it feels like my inner struggle. Ready to cut off your retreat, Thunder Sword? Your enemy is far more resolved than you, for his obsession has spanned tens of thousands of years. You share one dream, but can never walk together. You're to challenge his will, bury his mission, and conclude his existence. Are you ready? I was born ready. I once took up arms to protect someone and parted with her later for the same reason. I once stood against many with different allegiances, purposes, and mentalities each time. But one thing was never changed. I gotta go all out, because the opponent is as steadfast as I am. I shall carry all the possibilities I sundered, and unfulfilled visions and faded wishes. I shall carry every will that I honor. Very well. In the face of the conflict brought by others, you already have the courage to put shackles on yourself.